Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Comedy and Crumpets. Thank you for joining us. To all people that were watching last week and continue watching, thank you so much. My name is Dylan Mandlsohn, and my esteemed partner here is Pat Treuer, my comedy partner. I just wanted to be clear about that. Yes, and Blair Woods to join us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Blair. Audience of one. We're off to a great start.
Yes, wonderful. And yes, I'm coming to you all the way from Toronto, Canada, and Pat is coming to you all the way from the mountains of Colorado.
Yes.
Yes, Teresh, thank you for joining us. Wonderful.
Yes. Blair,
that is,
so
yes,
excited.
we're up to solid 2.
Well, listen, the thing about these shows is that
here I am.
There we
are.
On
Comedy and Crumpets, we like to do a little bit of catch up of the week and then talk about trending issues, and we love to hear from you while we talk. Just like Teresh, yes, just like that with the wonderful
Teresh,
emojis.
you're so sweet. That's very kind
sweet, buddy. Thank you so much.
Ray Turner, everybody.
Hello, Mr. Turner.
Hello, amigos.
Yes,
that's for you, Ray.
Yes. Like I said, we do love to hear from you while we go through this. But obviously, weeks have happened in America. It is Thanksgiving right now, and that's a big holiday. That's a big holiday for turkeys. It just terrifies them. So,
all the lucky ones.
Yes.
All the lucky ones.
And obviously Pat, who is happy things. Yes. That's how I read. Very coherent.
Very poetic. Regular Ralph Waldo Emerson. Waldo. No, I was going to say Waldorf. Ralph Waldorf Emerson. Just with how you read, so poetic in its sound. You just take words that other people write and you make them sound nothing like the words that they wrote. Yes, amazing ability.
I take names, I turn them into noise. That's what I do.
Terrific. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, buddy, and here I am on Comedy and Crumpets. I tell you what, for today's show, I'm drinking scotch out of a snowman mug.
Well, that's obviously festive, says this Canadian who knows nothing.
Listen, I'm a festive.
I'll just go along with it. Oh yeah,
yeah,
for like all Americans.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, yeah. Well, thank you for being so.
Got to be a tradition.
So, we're all about tradition down here, Huh?
All right.
For our 8 viewers, thank you for watching. So my Thanksgiving's going, drinking scotch on a show called Comedy and Crumpets, neither of which are present.
Of course. But you're not with family, is that right? You obviously you're with your lovely woman, but you're not with family, obviously. For now, is that just because you're in the mountains of Colorado?
History of Thanksgiving in the life of Pat Treuer. When I was a kid, Thanksgiving is really the theme of Thanksgiving is dishonesty, if you really break it down from a historical standpoint. And in the history,
is it religious based? Is that why? Or?
I'm going to get into it. Okay, so my first memory. And I believe you might have heard this on a set, but it is a true story. We would go as my mom and I, and everyone who doesn't know, my mom was artificially inseminated, so I was raised by a single mother. And every Thanksgiving, we would go to some family friend's house. And on the way to the house, my mom would just complain about the people we were going to spend time with, just like, God, I just can't stand. Like, there was a family and they had plus ones, and she's like, I just can't stand Paula. And her rotten children, they're just terrible. And we're going to have to spend time with them. And I'm 6. I just like, okay, right. And so, and then came that moment in many households at the dinner table. You will hold hands and you go around the table and you'll say what you're thankful for. So it's my turn, and I am thankful for this wonderful food, which I don't like the turkey. I felt pressured that I had to say that because the hostess had woken up at 4 a.m. to cook basically a wildebeest in an oven that belongs in Auschwitz. And it's like basically just, I'm thankful for the food. It's my mom's turn. And my mom goes, well, I just want to say thanks to Paula and her lovely children. They're just so wonderful to spend the holidays. And I remember being like, liar. You're a liar, Mom. And then, like, I thought about it, like, and then as I got older, it just became worse and worse. And then it became, on Thanksgiving in the States, it's always a bragging battle for whoever's brought whatever to the dinner. It's a whole story about all the effort that they went through to cook or whatever. And like whoever hosts, usually, right, they're cooking like a 25-pound turkey. So Ray Turner, I don't know how many kilos that is, but I think like 50. I'm not sure. Maybe way less. Who knows? It's a lot. It's big. And the hostess, you got to wake up super early because a household oven, it takes a long time to cook. So it's usually like a 4 a.m. wake up. And I just remember, like, our hosts would always talk about, I woke up at 4, I had to clean the house, and like, just to not trying to brag. And my mom would be like, well, you know what? These pies that I brought, I had to wait 30 minutes in line. Would you believe that? They weren't even ready when I got there. It's like the audacity this woman has. And so, and I was thinking about, like, the spirit of dishonesty. And that's it, right? Like, because Thanksgiving was started, the Native Americans and the Pilgrims, like, getting together and having fun. But I think how that conversation works is something like the Pilgrims being like, yeah, let's invite them over and just tell them that we're going to share everything with them. Okay. And then they arrive and the first Pilgrim says, hey, Squanto, right in time for your first reservation. One of several. So anyways, this is, I gave up on Thanksgiving. I hate a lot of people like, that's un-American. I don't give a shit. I started my own Patsgiving where I would eat whatever I want. I would do whatever I want. I would take naps. And now I've got the fantastic Jordan in my life. And so we're going to have our Bubsgiving today. We're going to have some crab. I'm already drinking scotch. And that's... my
favorite part of Thanksgiving, can I tell you, is honestly, it's saying grace when everyone puts their head down, because that's the one time I don't get in trouble for checking my phone. So I appreciate that. I'm just,
oh, look at your favorite boy, Scott. I'm pumping iron with you guys on my nearby speaker. What a Thanksgiving this is. All right, keep pumping.
Oh, buddy. Well, you know what? You just you nurse those cans of beans you're eating.
Right. Yeah. Don't let the 15-pound weight.
I'm jumping on with you guys. All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's exactly how he eats too. Ray Turner, is Thanksgiving the way to get enough protein and carbs to fight effectively at Black Friday sales, kicking people aside for widescreen TV? Yes, for many people, yes.
That was a novel and a half.
It was too many words for you to read. That's why I took that one.
Easy does it there, Ray. All right. Put down the thesaurus. Have you ever heard of punctuation? Put a comma in there or something. Jesus, Murphy.
What is this, a stream of conscious? Just flow?
Lord.
Is this a Cormac MacArthur book? Huh?
Yeah.
No punctuation.
What are you, part of a synchronized swimming team? You can hold your breath that long to talk?
Americans love any excuse to eat until they literally can't fit in their clothes. LOL. Yeah, Blair, we know. We're very much aware, Blair. So Thanksgiving, happy day. How are you? What's going on with you? What did you guys had Thanksgiving last month, right? In Canada.
We had Thanksgiving last month, but we, obviously COVID has restricted a ton of gatherings and eatings and stuff like that, which to me is it's good. It's good. Thanksgiving is just it's just political to be around family right now, and I would imagine in your country how politically charged everything is. It's like, so we won't talk about politics then. I know what you think. I know.
It's a simple conversation, really. You've got the people that know what they're talking about and the people that think they know what they're talking about. It's really fantastic.
Here we go. That's here we go.
Here it comes.
All right, let's just lace up the gloves. Here, come on, everybody.
Uh-oh, someone bring out the podium. Our great leader is about to speak. Yes, thank you very much. Scott, you see, Scott, my New Year's resolution for 2021, don't let Dylan get to me and make me so angry that I punch a hole in the drywall. All right.
Oh, buddy. Well, you mean the cardboard. But listen. I understand what
You're so
I know there, buddy. Listen, hey, don't you knock off that tinfoil, okay? You put together
true.
a nice house. And we appreciate you fixing an antenna to join us every week there, Scotty.
We know the extra aluminum foil was expensive.
Yeah.
You remember that? Did you ever have that as a kid? Like in the States, we had reception and like we would put aluminum foil on the end of things as kids. And then, like if you had cable and the plug in, there would be like the nudie channel, like the Playboy channel. And it would be really fuzzed out. And like, but you could like, sometimes we would like move our bodies as kids because we believed.
Oh, was that a tit or an elbow? It works either way. I'm good. You guys.
10-year-old, I'm taking either one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, Thanksgiving, what'd you guys do? And what day was it? And isn't every day Thanksgiving in Canada? Because you guys are so fucking polite.
We're just, every day here, thank God. It's so good. Every day is just a turkey dinner in our hearts. Yeah. Man, I don't even remember. Thanksgiving just kind of came and went. All the holidays, really. It's, gosh, I mean, October was, it was an okay month. Oh, what do we got here? Called looking young and fresh, guys. Well, thank you, Colin. Yes,
thank you, sir. Young, sir. Yep. We appreciate you using your name, not some game name.
Yes. Keep out the sun. Game. You'll do the same. Yes.
Okay. All right. Back to it.
You know what I did want to talk about with you, because obviously, we're comedy and crumpets. We know what we don't do. We actually don't talk about comedy, and we should. We should totally actually. I watched Kevin Hart's special. Did anyone
comedy
see it?
Special or his series where he's like trying to show the world who he is?
No, his stand-up comedy special.
Okay.
And it was tough to watch. And I say that with respect. It was tough. Honestly, I actually didn't get all the way through it, to be honest. So I might be speaking a little out of turn here. But first of all, the title of it was Zero Fucks Given.
Right.
And I was expecting him to like really be irreverent and just go guns a-blazing and talk about his life. And he didn't really.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, one bit he just talks about how his balls are starting to sag. And I'm just like, really, man? He pitched it like this is it, man. I'm just telling it like it is. And I'm like, that's what you wanted to tell us? That you're getting older and your balls are sagging? That's
cool, man.
You can see that in any comedy club. And you know what he does? He does this thing that I've seen a lot of comedians do. He generalizes to women as he plays it off his wife. My wife hates getting older. Ladies, you got to not worry about getting older. And it's like, women are like, yeah, I have no problem with it. You were talking about your wife? When did I come into
wife,
this?
my friend. Hey,
my wife won't eat celery sticks. Ladies, you got to eat the celery sticks.
Hey,
it's like, I eat them all the time, Kevin. I don't know what you're really referring to there.
My best friend. Hey, white people.
Yeah, it was
my
tough,
mother.
Man.
Hey, Jews.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Oh, look at this.
But yeah, it's been. Who do we got? Oh, what's Scott? Can you read Scott for me? I need glasses.
He says, really looking forward to when you guys do your Boxing Day special. I'm sure no viewers will be available that day. Oh, he'll.
Well, they're not here now, Scott. So it's not.
Oh, we already don't have it.
Are we? Is it Boxing Day today?
We have Ray. We have Blair. We've got Colin. We have Scott. We've got Teresh. So listen,
I can't wait till anyone who's actually viewing realizes that we've just created fake accounts and we're writing and acting as all these people.
Yes. Oh, I got a funny
I'm
story
Blair Woods, everybody.
Oh man!
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
We just hired a bunch of people in India for $5 a day to do right.
It's true. It's like 500 to them. Really,
virtual assistants. Do you know what these are? Listen, I'm sorry. We can keep talking about Kevin Hart, but I got a virtual assistant story.
Yeah, go. What's your virtual
A
assistant?
virtual assistant is just you hire somebody in another country for a very small amount of money, and then you can just task them with a lot of administrative work that could be done over a computer. And so there's an author. His name's Tim Ferriss. He has a book called The 4-Hour Work Week. I read the book, and he talks about you can delegate your task at your own job to these service centers around the world where people can essentially do your work for you, and you pay them like $10 an hour versus, and if you're making $20 an hour, right, then all of a sudden your productivity goes up. So anyways, I had this idea when I first started getting serious about comedy that I needed to build my Instagram followers. So I found a virtual service, and I was like, listen, I just want you to go on. And I thought, like, if you went on and liked people's pictures and said nice comments, it'd be like a follow back situation. This is my brilliant idea. But I wanted to be real positive. And I said, hey, so follow these hashtags. It was this nice woman in India. And I said, follow these ones and say really positive things, please. And, I just wanted I wanted to spread positivity. I thought this is great. Well, it was all fine and dandy until she started commenting on like guys with no shirts, like taking bathroom selfies. And she's like, wow, you look really great, Tim. And then it was, I was
like you in the shower.
So it says, real funny, Pat. Wow, you look really great, Tim. I said, okay, we've got to stop the ones with the males with no shirts on in the bathroom. Well, then she started making comments on like younger females that were like way too young. God. And I was like, no, I think that's going to end it. I think we're not going to do this.
Younger females. Yes, are your parents around?
Yeah. You're like Vikram.
Just everything ass backwards. But then again, you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're throwing some poor woman $5 an hour so that of course she's going to comment on a bunch of towel boys.
Yeah. Indeed. Okay, so Kevin Hart's special. Was that all you had to say about that?
No, I did. You know what? I was just disappointed but he was going around and he was hyping it up, and then I finally, I got around to watching it, and it fell flat. It was, a lot of times he would repeat himself on stage, and that's a technique you want to do when you want to drive home a new premise that like you don't think the audience is ready to hear. Yeah. But his was just like, I can't remember exactly what it was. I should have made a note, but it was something arbitrary. Like, you got to drive yourself where you got to go. Ladies, you got to drive yourself. Like, okay, man, we don't.
Are you working on your impression right now? Is that why you're doing it multiple times? You're trying to feel it out, see if you got it.
I'm working it right now. I'm doing my own version of Kevin Hart.
Yeah, work a lot more on it.
I know. Thanks.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, Pat's my life coach, by the way, everybody, in case you're wondering.
Hey, pal, it's gonna be okay. All right, listen.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to see? You know who lost it this week? Pat Sajak from Wheel of Fortune lost his nuts this week.
What happened?
Wait, some guy solved a puzzle, and I think one of the words, it was a crossword puzzle, right? And one of them, the whole thing was about, I think it was stuff in the kitchen. And one of the words was oven kitchen. And he was just like, well, what's an oven kitchen? And Pat's like, what do you mean what's an oven kitchen? He goes, well, aren't all ovens in the kitchen? It's like saying toilet bathroom. It's like, oven. Well, of course it's an oven kitchen. Why is it an oven kitchen? And Pat just goes, man, and you know what? It's like, honestly, it's about time. It's about time.
What happened? What else did he say?
He just started like kind of yelling at him for like correcting him. Like he was just like this is like why do you gotta question our puzzles? You know what I mean? It's an oven kitchen. And honestly, I was happy to see Pat snap. He's been doing that show for 100 years now. I was expecting at some point he just loses it. Is there an L, Pat? I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know.
Vanna, why don't you get off your useless ass and see if there's an L? All right. She hasn't flirted with me once. Not once.
Yeah, not one time.
Bitch.
I could see him, and then he takes his cards and he goes.
I'm
love
sorry,
Will.
folks. I just
Was that Johnny
think
Carson's House and Wheel version?
yeah, Johnny Carson. Is there? I don't know. Is there an M?
JC, the original
God,
Johnny
where did I
Carson,
go
the
wrong?
original JC.
The original
Oh.
JC. That's right. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Can
Listen,
I just say that I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to say we missed you last week, man. But I really enjoyed having Adila on last week. It was her very first time in a public forum, but and it was great. But it's great to have you back, man.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, and to our viewers, everybody. Yeah, I just I'm having some shows and they're a lot of fun and making people laugh, and so I couldn't do it in the fundraiser show, but we got a great co-host here, Dylan. It's really Dylan is the star of the show. You asked me to do this. It's 100% true. It was. We had our show. Dylan was a guest on my Instagram live show where I think we'd have about 6 viewers at a time, Scott being one of them. And then Dylan asked me to be on this show. So, man, I'm just still grateful every week I do get to be here. And it's great to be back, I got to say.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It is very nice. Very nice. It is.
I don't know, is that the internet or an actual stroke we're seeing? Okay, my 2 cents on Kevin Hart is obviously he's achieved a lot and he's had a lot of success. It's a result of a lot of hard work. He put out, I never really cared for him. I certainly admire and respect what he does. And then I watched the special that he put out, or Netflix put out, to get to know him. It's a series, and I watched. I was like, that's not for me. And yeah, so
it was pretty. It was kind of hack. And a lot of people criticized him. He performed in his own house. He created a stage. It was a very nice stage in his house. A lot of people criticize him for that, but you know what? It's COVID time, and he needed to create a stage. And he talked about having COVID, which I thought was okay. Then he talked about his kids being too spoiled, but it didn't really land. I don't think it didn't really land. Can you read what Scotty wrote down?
With Dylan's vision as bad as it is, perhaps he should get LASIK for Christmas. I had mine done in Canada. My eyesight actually got worse, but my slap shot vastly improved, and I earned stock on maple syrup.
Okay, so that's why you're homeless. I got you, Scotty. That explains the cardboard and the tinfoil, man. The can of beans. Yeah. We got you, buddy. We got you. He can't see, and he put all his money in maple syrup. Listen, $100 is still a lot of money, Scott.
Especially in India, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy, he is
that
fun.
woman, isn't he?
7 minutes left, my friend.
7 minutes left. All right. Well, hey, I've got some fun facts. Do you know that? I'm a fun guy with facts to go with all that funness.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Did you know that German chocolate cake is named after a guy, not the country? His name is Sam German. He probably still hates Jews. Let's not kid ourselves. That's probably the case.
My God, that was a quick low blow, right? Quick turnaround. I hope he's not. You just went like this, and then you pound right underneath.
How could you say that? All I do is make delicious cake. I fear nothing but the Jews. I only put cakes in my oven.
Under the radar, dude.
That's okay. Low blow. You know what? Not all of them are highbrow.
Colin Mayhew. I heard the reason Pat was off last week was he was planning a monolith in Utah.
Wow, that is so out there, man. What is a monolith?
I'd say it's going to be too much to explain to you.
Really?
No,
even though it's mono?
Okay. Have you seen?
It's at least one thing.
Great comeback. Have you seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
No.
Okay. It's like a reference. Long-standing single, usually like a tower almost, but I don't know if it has a specific shape that it has to be, but it's essentially just like a worship. Like, oh, there's a scene in 2001: A Space Odyssey where this monolith comes into the ground and like all of a sudden,
sorry I asked. Holy shit.
I told you it was going to be too much to explain to you.
Oh my God.
Boy, you feel pretty good about egging me on, don't you?
I'm feeling pretty terrible. No, but not even just
so
on
today's episode, like 8 hours of I don't have the plans or paper to explain this.
Join us as Pat explains what the monolith is. Do bring your own daytime NyQuil. But I mean, but why would Colin say monolith? Like I don't.
Let's move on.
I don't think. Okay. So I'm an easily confused person. Everyone, okay.
Ray Turner, Stonehenge is monolithic. Yeah. Hey, Ray, nicely done.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would just like to say that Ray just did that in 3 words. Ray just.
That's your highest intellectual contribution to this topic. I just want to say he did that in 3 words. It's true. It's a damn good impressed. Contribution, buddy.
Yeah, you stacked 10 books on me trying to explain. Right? It's like, allow me. I have 3 words.
I love that we have Ray. Ray, I think it's great. You're our active fact checker. This is like through the debates, through most public forums.
Oh my Lord! With
leadership. I wish there was a fact checker actively, like our Ray Turner. Ray,
if anyone were to say, does Comedy and Crumpets have integrity? I would say, yes, Ray Turner.
Yes, his name is Ray Turner. Mastery of language, Ray. Well, probably good memory, too.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
All right. Geez. Well, welcome to Pat and Dylan Grovel to our monolith of a man, Mr. Ray Turner.
Yeah.
How'd you like that? Did you see what I did there?
You know what? I pretended to even know what that meant because I'm tired of being the dumb one.
It's exhausting, isn't it?
The dumb one who can't see.
Okay, 3 minutes. Let's do some more fun facts, buddy.
Okay, the Sun City Palms. The Sun City Palms is a cheerleading squad in Arizona that only recruits people who are 55 years or older.
Cool.
They have a cheerleading squad with 55 years or older. They only spell out one word, and that's Metamucil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me an M.
I wish there was a joke teller before we get a fact checker on here. So do we, Scott.
Nothing like that. I only live outdoors humor.
Nothing like that. Oh, I bought 7 guns because I've got better to do, and I didn't buy one water filter when I thought the world was going to end. Okay, does
Scotty own 7 guns?
He has a lot of guns. It was I think we brought this up early in Crumpets. Anyways, everybody, Scott's a good friend of mine, wonderful person, and not to say right or wrong given certain things that happen over the course of the year, but we've had a long-standing debate over what's more important with the end of the world coming. And my reaction as a part of the COVID thing was I had bought some water filters because I was like, we need water. Like if there's no water, like I need water.
Scott went, I'll take them.
Yeah.
Just to close down the debate.
Yeah. And so I said, listen, he said, I bought some guns. Things are going to get crazy. But he's actively taking it up as fun, like target shooting. So it's not just he was losing his mind totally. And anyways, I said, do you buy one water filter?
That's an encouraging thought.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to be nice. So, anyways, this is a constant debate. End of the world, what do you get? Do you go get a gun or do you go get a water filter? You can only have one. What do you do, Dylan?
I'm a thirsty guy. I'm gonna get that water filter so that I don't feel bad holding anyone up at gunpoint.
I thought you were gonna throw a misdirect and be like, I'm a thirsty guy. I'm just thirsty for all the blood I can get.
Yeah.
Scott, a wonderful person thrown immediately under the bus. Sometimes you just got to watch your own steps because you tend to fall right in front of the bus all on your own. Okay, next fun fact.
Yeah, that's funny. Did you hear Scotty got hit by a bus? Yeah, heart. Um, yeah. And what's funny is he said he didn't even see it coming.
Canadians don't like guns because they're so nice. Agreed.
It's true. Thanks for your contribution, Blair. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
was that too throwaway? Thanks, Blair.
1 minute.
Check this out. There are more. This is surprising. There are more public libraries in the United States than McDonald's.
That's good.
Now, I don't know if
though.
that's true or not, but I bet you if you look at the score, libraries are winning by 1. Maybe that's how they derive that fun fact. Oh, did you know that libraries, there's more than the McDonald's? You buy 1.
I'm
one
more
more public library.
Libraries are losing big time because we're collectively so stupid and bad. It's like, well, we've lost. The library's losing. Anyways, that's a great fact. I didn't know that. I hope that's true.
Well, you know what? Commonly found in most libraries, a McDonald's. So it's close. It's close.
Oh, that's great. Boy, you really had some good ones today.
You know. This whole thing.
One day you'll be a monolith.
I hope so. Who doesn't want to be a monolith?
30 seconds.
Can't wait to drive one. I would just like to thank everybody for joining us at Comedy and Crumpets again. We love doing this, and you know we couldn't do this without you here, which is a lie. We totally could. In fact, that's kind of how we're doing it right now. But we appreciate all those that tune in. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Blair. Thank you, Scotty. And other people that just, flare up every now and again. We're going to be here again next week, next Thursday, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And if you want to follow Pat here on his Instagram, go to Real Funny Pat, and you will find him. And if you want to follow me, I'm at Dylan Comic, DYLANCOMIC. We thank you once again for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Have a great one.
Fantastic. This is great. Ray, Blair, everyone. Terrific. All right, buddy. Great show.
Thanks, buddy.